A very good morning to you. I thought I'm going to record this for you, so just in case the internet cut out again, I will upload the recording so you can see it. Now, we have got these beautiful stars. You can do 6-pointed one or you can do 5-pointed one as well. I think the 6-pointed ones kind of sort of sit better. I love the miracle beads, how somebody once said to me they're like got mini batteries in them. They haven't, but because how the light kind of hits the surface of the bead and it's reflected back, they do look like they're glowing. So I do love using them. The method for this one is very easy, and we will be using 0.5 nylon thread. We don't need a needle because the thread itself is quite stiff, so we will be able to go through the beads quite easily. Now these are 10mm miracle beads, so the hole on them are quite big, so we can go through quite a few times. Now I'm going to very quickly pop you over to the website. By now you know totallybeads.co.uk you need to go to. You're going to click on jewelry making and video tutorials, hundreds of tutorials going back years now. I'm gonna click into miracle star decorations, and we have got 3 decorations for you this week. Now the offer we have on there is 3 for 21, so one of them is £9.99, or you can get all 3 colorways for £21, and you can mix and match the colors. Now there's enough materials to do their single stars, or you can do mixed stars. It's up to you what you would like to do. So I'm gonna click back to my screen. So I'm gonna demo with the red one for you because I think that will show up the best on the screen for you. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our chain, and we're going to need a couple of chain length here. So the first chain length we need is the chain length we're going to use as a loop on the top. So I'm going to cut probably about 4 or 5 inches. I'm not really measuring this. Just if you want a longer one, cut a little bit longer one. If you want a shorter one, you can cut a bit shorter one. That will be enough for my loop. Now the second length we are going to need is going to be the one, so we're going to add in sort of the charm to dangle down on. So I'm going to count these links because I want an uneven number of links, so I can then add the charm into the middle straight away. The charms we have, and we have in the pack as well, there are different ones in, so you can use any charm with any of your decoration. So I'm going to count, let's say 13 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm gonna grab hold of the 14th link with my pliers, and I'm gonna open this. Now I would open this as I would open a jump ring. So I'm gonna twist it apart. I'm gonna take the chain off, and I'm gonna take the little bit of a chain off as well. I'm just going to pop this down in front of me. I'm going to add the charm onto this open link, and I'm going to add this right in the middle of my little chain there. There we go, just double checking. Yes, I'm right in the middle, so if I let it dangle down, they should be the same length. I'm going to close this back in, and then I'm ready to start to make the star. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our nylon. Now this nylon is quite thick, so which is really good because in a way it's like stiff as well. The nylon is not really showing up on the screen, but it's a really nice material to do anything shapes like this, because once you make the shapes up, it will hold the shape. So I'm going to add 1 bead on. I'm going to start with the red in the middle. Then I'm going to take my little charm, and I'm going to go through one side. I'm going to add another miracle bead on, and then I'm going to take the other side, just going to dangle it down and go through that end. So the charm will be suspended in between that miracle bead. Now I'm going to add, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more. I'm going to add 10 more of this red miracle beads. 1, so the total I have 12. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 in total, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. I'm gonna take these down. I want probably just over a couple of feet of this nylon, and I'm gonna knot these together. You can do without knotting them, but I think knotting them sometimes it just helps to hold them in place. So I'm just gonna do a left over right, pull it tight, and then a right over left. And then pull this tight. There we go. And I'm going to take my end through one bead. Probably I got 3 feet here now. Left it a bit too long. Right, so I'm going to take it through one bead. So if the little knot is in the way there, just sort of pull it out. I'm going to take it towards the charm. And just pull this through. Then I'm going to pick up 2 orange ones. 1, 2. I'm going to skip a bead and go through the next one. And pull this up nice and tight. I'm going to snip this other end so it's out of the way, and I'm going to repeat this all the way around. So I'm picking up 2 orange ones, 1, 2, I'm skipping 1 bead and going through the next, making sure I'm only going through that bead. Pull this up nice and tight. And another 2. 1, 2. Skipping this bead, going through the next. And so all the way around. Now these miracle beads have got quite a large hole. So we are in, as you can see, like I'm sort of pushing this shape, so I'm free to access the hole I need to access. Pulling it tight. And the next one. If you wanted a 5-star instead of 6, then you would have started with a total of 10 beads, not 12. Pulling this up, then I'm going to pick up my final 2 and I'm going to go through, sort of going to wiggle this out so that knot is out of the way. I'm going to go through, miss one, go through this one. And we're just pulling that knot out of the way. Where is my end? There we go. I'm just pushing this through. Just pushing that knot down. There we go. And as I come out on the other side, so it's caught at the chain, so I'm going to pull this back a bit, pull the chain out of the way, because I don't want to go through the chain, I just want to go through that bead. And there we go. and I'm gonna go up. Just pull this nice and straight so there is no kinks. I'm gonna go up in that bead there. So before I add the end bead here, because this is right at the top for my charm as well, I'm going to go through one side of this chain, the one I'm going to use as a loop on the top. I'm going to pick up an end bead, which I'm going to use a gold one. I'm going to go through the other side of that chain, just sort of pull it out so it's nice and straight, go through the end link on the other side, and I'm going to take this down. I'm going to go to court here. I'm going to take this down and go down on the other side of this bead or this section. I'm going to pull this nice and tight. It's slightly twisted. I'm going to twist it around, there we go, so it's nice and straight. And I'm going to follow my nylon here, go through this bead and up the next one, and just repeat adding the ends there. So every single time I just go through the red one again. Now again, if the hole is not quite visible, just sort of push your beads to the side so you can see the hole, and then out there, and I'm picking up my next end bead. I'm gonna come down on the orange one. I'm adding the tip of each arm of the star. Do stars have arms? I think stars have arms. And then going out into the next bead, and then around again. Going through the red. That's on the orange. Now if you can make this, you can make this in all one color if you like. In that case you wouldn't use different colors, you would just use the same color all the way around, or you can play around with the colors as well. You could have each arm a different color. There's so many different patterns we could make with these. I think it's just a little fun decoration to add our ever-growing Christmas decorations. Again, I'm going to kind of sort of fold it so I can get to that hole nice and easy. Not sure why I am here. Before I pull it through, I'm going to go through the orange one as well. And then adding the next one, coming down on this side, again I'm going to fold it so I can get through that hole nice and easy, and finally going out, adding the last tip of the star. Now you could do this in larger beads, smaller beads. With smaller beads can be a little bit tricky because the hole can be quite small of them. So I'm going to go down on this very last bead. And before I pull my end off to trim it, I'm gonna knot the end and the beginning together one more time. So once left over right, and then right over left, and then I will take the ends into opposite direction. So I could take one back up the orange bead, just sort of I don't cut my nylon right where the knot is, and the tail end or the other end I'm going to take through this red bead here. And all is left to do is to trim these. So I'm just going to trim the end of the nylon. When I'm trimming it, I kind of sort of push my scissors against my star, pull the nylon so I can cut as close as I can, and there we are. We have got a beautiful star ready to display. And as I said, you could do different colors, or you could mix the colors. You could do green, red and gold if you like, because the offer we have on at the moment that you get all 3 different packs for £21, and as well you get it for £21, but you're going to have 9 different colors of miracle beads there to play with. And I think they're little fun makes. You can even involve children or grandchildren in the make, and I think it's really sort of, you know, it's always very special when you do something for Christmas. So thank you very much for watching me today, and I'll be back next week. Hopefully my internet will get sorted and I can do live, but if not, I will pre-record the video and upload it for you. Everybody have a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye bye.